Alrighty, we are going to try this again. I tried doing a multi-stream live and everything glitched and it turned out awful. So those of you that were watching me, I totally apologize, but hopefully we'll get through this now. My name is Julie Brown. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm so excited. We've got a new mini catalog through Stampin' Up! Coming out in September. It's September through December. And we got to pre-order as demonstrators, and so I got my box today, and so I wanted to show it to you. I was totally disorganized on the first video, so it's probably better that I had to redo this so that it's in a more it's just a little more organized for you to see, because I was kind of excited about opening the box, letting you see the box, but yeah, that didn't work so good. So we're going to be a little bit more organized this time and go through this. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you let me know you're here, and if you have any questions or comments, please make sure that you type those in on in the comment section. So really excited to have all of you guys here. Let me just take care of some housekeeping really quick. For those of you that do order through me, there's my hostess code that I'd love for you to use if you're placing an order under 150. You can order through me at juliebrown.stampinup.net, and then there's all of my contact information there. So let's get busy because this is going to take some time to get through. So this time I thought I would try to do it a little bit better, and I'm going to try to kind of follow along with the catalog so that you guys know what's going on. All right, so I'm sure a lot of you saw this in the first video, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you again because on page 5, I just really feel like everyone's going to miss this. So we've got this really cool designer series paper on page 5 called A Walk in the Forest. It actually matches up with the, what's it called? The berry, there's like a berry, you'll see it in a little bit because I have it here as one of the, sweets, but we have a punch that punches out the bear, and it does work with this paper. So there's a designer series paper that comes with the sweet, and then there's this paper. So I didn't want you to miss it. So we're going to go over it really quick. I was a little slower the first time through, but I want to get through this video this time. So anyway, here's this side here, super cute. And then I don't know if you can tell, little tiny trees. And then we have the berries on this side. This side is like pine cones. We've got pine cones, berries, and I'm not even sure what these little white things are. So if there's any of you watching and you know what those white things are, let me know. And then this is balmy blue. Sometimes it doesn't show up really good on my camera. At least when I'm looking at it, it doesn't look right. Maybe it looks better for you guys. And then I love this bear right here. Love this bear. Look how cute that bear is. Anyway, so again, any bear that's faced to the left, the punch will actually cut out. And then we've got this wonderful stripe. Now remember, this looks like it goes with that sweet, but this does not. It's on page 5 of your catalog. So for those of you that have catalogs, if you are one of my customers, I have already had catalogs sent to you, so you should be getting them soon. And if you don't get it, make sure you reach out to me. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like to see a mini catalog with all this wonderful product in it, reach out to me and I will let you, I can get a catalog sent to you. So this one has kind of snowflakes on it. And then we've got the trees, and the other side of the trees is, again, a striped pattern. Okay, page 5. Again, I really think everyone's going to miss it because I think everyone's going to kind of see it on that page and assume that this is the designer series paper that goes along with the sweet, the berry Christmas sweet, but it is not. Okay, so I'm going to go through the sweets first, and if I do have some of the bundles as I'm going, I'll probably pull those out and show those to you. So the first sweet in the catalog is on page 8 and 9, and it is called the Merry, Bold, and Bright Sweet. So let's look at what comes with this. So first off, we get this really fun stamp set. It has the 2 different kind of bulbs with the little, and this is photopolymer, and with the little cap that goes on them. I'm just now opening this. These are the dies. And we're going to look at the dies. Now there's 19 stamps on in the Merry and Bright. I love it because it has all of these different stamps and sentiments that you can mix and match. So really makes it really nice. And then here's the Merry and Bright dies. There's 16 dies. Guys, how fun is this? Like, this is just like strings. Here's like you can actually punch these out. Not stamp and punch out. These would be standalone dies, but you can punch out a whole line of lights. How fun is that? And then it's got the little tops to each of the bulbs, and then these are the different bulbs that you can do. Super, super fun. And it looks like this actually is a more detailed piece that fits inside this. And I haven't played with this, so I'm not sure what all of these do yet, but be watching for my, when I actually play with this, and I can let you know what all of that is for. Okay. So you've got the stamp set and the dies, and remember, you can buy that as a bundle, and the bundle is called Merry and Bright Bundle. So if all you like in this whole thing is just the stamp set and the dies, you can buy it as a bundle. You can buy it just the stamp set, just the dies, and that goes for everything that I'm going to show you today. Okay, so next up is this wonderful iridescent ribbon, and let me see if I can get it so that it turns and you can see the color. So beautiful ribbon that comes with this. And then we've got a specialty paper and a designer series paper that comes with this. But first, let me also show you, these are called the iridescent adhesive backed dots, and they're really flat. So if for those of you that don't like to put stuff on because you're afraid it's going to cost more in the postage, perfect embellishments for you right there. Alrighty. And then it has this really fun foil paper, and I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but it has, I believe it's Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. How fun is that? And I apologize, I know that my camera and everything is showing as a reflection, but really fun paper. That's a specialty paper. Now remember, you can buy it all as a suite. And the reason that they put suites together is because it's easier to order. You just put in one number and you get everything I'm showing you right now. So let's look at the paper really quick. So we've got this fun design here. And then what I like is the other side of all of this paper is really like designer series paper that you can use for anything, not just Christmas. All right. And then we've got this one here with the different style of bulbs, the more rounded ones. And then the other side of that is stripes. Again, something that you can use not just for Christmas. I love this one because this one definitely, I can see Christmas. It's really making me think of like candies at Christmas. And then this says fa la 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 on this side. We've got some fun stripes. Again, I can see it for Christmas, but I can also see it for, this is paper. This is a really versatile paper for this set. And this paper on this one is called the Merry Bold and Bright Designer Series paper. So be writing these down on your wish list. If you see something you like, write it down. And then you can either order through me, or if you already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, get that order placed through them. And then this one has, I'm going to turn this around because it's got little trees with the stars on the top. And then we've got the stripes. And on the other side of that is trees. So super cute. So let me put it all back together for you so you can see the entire bundle. All right. So it's the designer series paper, the foil paper, the stamp set, the dies, the iridescent embellishments, and this iridescent ribbon. So this is called, so if you order this as a suite, you want to look it up as Merry Bold and Bright Suite. But then like the bundles are called Merry and Bright Bundle, and then of course the different dies and paper and everything like that. You can buy it all separately, or you can buy it all. The whole reason they put the suites together, one number, you get everything you see right here. So super cool. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so if you guys are going along with me in your catalog or even on your online catalog, I am now flipping to the next page, and that is going to be page 10 and 11. Now there's a really fun bundle on this, in this one, and I do have that bundle, so let me get that pulled out. I have them kind of in a box back here behind me so that I can, or I thought I had this bundle. Let me see what I did with it. Oh, I showed some of this stuff earlier on my video, so I set some of this stuff kind of off to the side in a weird place. All right, I am loving this bundle. It's kind of like that old-fashioned stamp set, which Stampin' Up! Has come out with a lot of these, but they don't always come out with dies to go with them. This time they came out with dies. So this one has 9 stamps in it and 21 dies, guys. Super cute. So look at this die set. So obviously it's going to cut out each of these images. It's going to cut out the little bag of, and let me pull this closer so you can see it. It's going to cut out the little bag of toys, the lamp. It's going to cut out these 3 individual toys. And then it also has these really fun standalone dies. I call them standalone because they don't necessarily cut out something that you've stamped. I don't know if that's what Stampin' Up! Calls it, but it's what I call it. So it has this piece right here that kind of embosses the bricks. And then it has the bricks here. It has these really fun string of stockings. It has some garland. It has little leaves. It's got these, I don't know, can you guys see those? Those can either be like little buttons or I think they're going to cut out separately. And then it also has this whole kind of fireplace section with, look at the wood. It's got the wood. Isn't that fun? And then again, this is like, it looks like a wall of bricks. And I'm pretty sure these bricks will fit into this. Super fun, right? So that's a bundle, and that is on page 11, and this is called the St. Nicholas Bundle, or the St. Nicholas Stamp Set, and the St. Nicholas Dies. All right, done. All right, so now let's flip to page 12. So page 12 is, and I don't know if I've got this one. Did I buy this one? I didn't get everything. I don't think I got anything on page 12. I did get on page 13. I did get the really fun, where is it at? Festive and fun stamp set. And what is this, guys, what does this remind you of, right? The Zoo Suite. Isn't this cute? So they did kind of a Christmas version. This is a cling stamp, so it is going to be the red rubber. And what a fun little version of this. And I think we could even go back and use some of that, especially on the other side of the designer series paper with that Zoo Suite is the blacks. And I think that'll make some really fun Christmas cards. So think about that when you're looking at this particular stamp set. All right. So the next suite is on page 14, and it is called Oh Holy Night Suite. And this is a huge suite because it comes with 2 different stamp sets. It comes with embellishments, it comes with ribbon, and it comes with 2 different types of paper. This is a huge suite. So this is one of those suites that you could make so many cards out of because it has like everything you would possibly need. So the first stamp set is the Night Divine, which has these beautiful sentiments in it. And then the dies that go with this, let's open this up because I love this set. Because it's basically like the manger scene with the stable. And so this is 6 stamps here. And these are the dies. And there's 8 dies. And look at this, guys. It even has like the little cow laying down, the donkey, the lamb, everything that you need to make a beautiful scene. And so that's one of the bundles, stamp set and dies. I'm going to just kind of try to set this to the side so that we can get like to the paper in a second. Now this one is, so this one's called Stars at Night. And again, it's got some stars, it's got some sentiments, it's got some limbs. But then look at this. It has a Stars at Night hybrid embossing folder. Now, if you guys don't know what a hybrid embossing folder is, basically what this is it is going to emboss and die cut at the same time. So we had one last year in our catalog that we did and I can't even remember the name of it. I really should, and I'm so sorry. But it cut out like the wood pieces, and it was really fun. So this is the embossing folder. So let's look at that really quick. Sorry. I should have opened all of these, but I want you guys to realize I'm seeing all of this for the first time as well. So, yeah. Okay, so there's that 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to show you kind of how this works. And then you have the dies. And let's open this up. I don't want this to be super long, but I also want you guys to get a good look of what's available so that you can make some decisions that are going to work best for you on what to purchase. All right, so then we have all of these. And so these can go individually. So you can cut these out individually, but then they're also going to fit. I believe it's this big one right here. I'm going to try this right now because I'm pretty sure this is how this is going to work. So see how, I don't know if you guys can see that. See how that fits right in the groove with those stars right there? So basically, when you emboss this, it's or when you cut this out, it's also going to emboss that image right on those stars. How fun is that? So it's going to do these 3 middle stars. So that's what a hybrid embossing folder is you can put the paper in, it will emboss it and cut it out all at the same time. So that's what that means. If you've never experienced that before, and I realized that this would make a lot more sense if I was sitting here making cards, but I literally just got all of this stuff this morning. So have not had time to make cards with it, but I'm super excited to do so. And then you saw all the other dies that were in that set that you'll be able to use as well. So this bundle includes the embossing folder, the dies, and the Stars at Night stamp set. All right, so now let's look at the embellishments. So it's got these really pretty star embellishments. And then it also comes with this. I was really excited about this ribbon. This is a Night of Navy with gold fleck. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. So there you go. And now let's look at the paper. I'm in love with this paper because the scenes are absolutely beautiful. So if you're a scrapbooker, this would be a beautiful designer series paper to get. So there's this side. And then the other side has this design like that. And then this one, it's still a scene, but it kind of did this like abstract design, but you can see the mountain waves, you know, or the sands down here, which in Jerusalem, that's probably a lot of what it looked like. And then it's got this fun pattern on this side. And then how pretty are these stars? And so like I said, some of you watched me go through this paper earlier when I was live. This would actually work with our Reach for the Stars stamp set as well, with the, you know, the guy with the little astronaut. Be really cute with this paper. And then it's got the stars on this side. And then we've got kind of an ombre look here. And this side, I don't know, can you guys see the pattern? There's actually a pattern in there. When you look at it from far away, I don't think you can see the pattern, but hopefully when I brought it up, you could. Here's another really pretty scene that's kind of a Jerusalem, probably looks more like where Jesus was born. And think about like building these scenes in here. So pretty. And how pretty is this side? Super cool. And then another one with some stars. And then there we go with that. All right, so that is one of the designer series paper. Again, remember this is a huge suite, so I'm just going to kind of move things to the side so that you get everything in this and then it's got this beautiful metallic paper, specialty paper. This is called Shining Brightly. And remember, everything I'm showing you, you can buy separately You can put in one number, and that would be the suite number that is on page 14. You can buy just the stamp sets. You can buy them as bundles. I mean, Stampin' Up! Has it set up so that it should work for everybody. But look at this beautiful paper. It's got all that metallic, and so it's in this Night of Navy. And then this is I think this is my favorite. Guys, it's in very vanilla too. How pretty is that? How pretty is that very vanilla? So pretty. I'm in love with this paper. So, and it's only one-sided, so it's only on one side. And that's the Shining Brightly. Okay, so again, let's look at everything in this particular suite. So we've got the 2 Designer Series paper. We've got that beautiful, beautiful ribbon. We've got these fun embellishment stars. We have this bundle here that has the hybrid embossing folder. And then we have the Night Divine with this was the dies that have that whole scene, the Christmas manger scene. Remember that? So it's a huge suite, but again, guys, if you have all of this stuff, I guarantee you can probably make all of the Christmas cards that you're planning on making this year. This is a perfect suite to be able to, like, one-stop shopping. All right, so let's get this one out of the way. Sorry, it takes me a little bit to get all of this stuff out of the way. All right, so that's on page 14 and 15. And then if you turn to 16 and 17, it shows you those same bundles like I just showed you. Sorry. It shows you the same bundles. Sorry, I can't use my words. So on 16 and 17, it's actually the bundles, that the stamp set and the dies that are in that suite. So a lot of people make a mistake, and so they order the suite, and then they turn to 16 and 17 and go, oh, I want those too. And then they order those not realizing they're part of the suite. So understand those are part of the suite. Okay, so on page 18, I had to get this bundle because I just thought it was stinking cute. And it is the Rocking Horse set, and it is a photopolymer set. But let's look at the dies. So there's 14 stamps in this, and let's look at the dies and see what all they cut out. Again, my whole purpose of doing this is, you know, we get really excited when mini catalogs come out, and we get anxious, and we just start, what do I get? What do I get? And we're not sure what to get. So my purpose here is to try to show you guys and give you an idea and see if it's something that you're even going to like. So it's got this rocking horse, and I hope all of you realize that would make super cute baby cards. So if you're making baby cards, it would be super cute. Besides Christmas, it's going to be an adorable baby card. And then, so this die is going to cut out the packages. It's going to cut out the trumpet. It's going to cut out the bow. It's going to cut out this little drum. And then it's actually going to cut out, I don't know if you guys can see these. See these little tiny garlands? It's going to cut those out as well. And then it has some fun standalone die. So it has this teddy bear. It has a block. It has, this looks like a bottle. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to play with it. But the blocks are A, B, and C blocks. And then it's got this fun, this is like a decorative piece that goes in here. And I believe this might be the saddle. I'm not sure yet. I've got to play with it. But then it's got some leaves here and some berries or some balls here. And then these little pieces here fit inside this. Anyway, again, I will get to playing with these and getting some cards so that you guys can actually see what these do. But hopefully this is giving you an idea of what it actually, because sometimes looking in the catalog, you can't really tell what all it's going to cut out. And hopefully I'm giving you a good heads up on that. Okay, I did not get page 19. That doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means I had to be very picky about what I was going to pick and choose. And so on page 20, I did get the Forever Forest. And you know, I don't think you can ever go wrong with trees. This is a stamp set that you're going to be able to use for a ton of different things. This is kind of like, looks like snow falling, and then you've got these beautiful trees. It is a cling stamp, so it is red rubber. And let's look at the dies for this one. Let's see what it's going to cut out. Sorry, I've got a little pesky fly. Those of you that watched the last time I had a pesky fly, this could get entertaining. All right. So let's pull this out. And then here's the dies. So now remember, there's a lot of standalone dies. So like these are what we call standalone dies because they're just going to cut out like detailed trees. And like that looks like a cloud right there. Like some rocks over here, some stars. But then the ones that have the outline, right? So there's this set of 3 trees. And can you see this outline right here? So when you stamp this, then it's going to cut those trees out. See this big section here? It's going to cut these trees out. This section is going to cut this tree out. And it actually will cut out the moon as well. And then it also looks like it's going to do kind of some embossing and with some mountains. So again, I've got to play with this, but I'm just trying to give you a heads up of how the dies are going to coordinate and then all the extras that are going to come with that. So 17 dies in this one, and this is a bundle, and it is on page 20 of your catalog. Again, if you don't have the actual catalog yet, if you're one of my customers and you've ever bought anything from me, you should be getting one in the mail here pretty soon. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you want one, just reach out to me. I'll put my information up at the end of this, once again, if I get through the whole video, and you guys will be able to see that. All right, so let me see if I have... Okay, so again, I think this is something that you might miss. So on page 21, there is a stamp set that says Joy to You, but then in the top right corner, it has what they are calling handcrafted element dies. Now, this is not a bundle. It doesn't go with that stamp set. But again, it's one of those things I always tell everybody, when you get your catalog or even when you're looking at it online, look in all the corners because they put stuff in every corner of these catalogs. So these are what these dies look like. Look how pretty they are. And so they are just going to cut out some beautiful, beautiful dies. So like that's something you could stamp a sentiment in. There's this one. There's a star. This is a flower. This is an ornament. This is going to be an embossed piece. These right here, I think when you cut these out, you're going to be able to color these to make them kind of look like stained glass. But it looks like this is a more solid one. So you could do this in one color, and then this is going to cut out the detailed portion that will fit inside of this. I believe that's how it's going to work. I don't know for sure because, again, haven't played with it, but this is on page 21, kind of in the top right corner, and these are dies that do not go with any other bundle. So I always look for those things because I know it's really easy to miss it. Okay, so now we're on page 22 and 23, and this is that Berry Cute bundle. And remember, I showed you the paper at the beginning. That paper matches this, but it's not part of the suite. So the suite is called Berry Christmas. And guys, this has so much stuff in it. So let's get started. So one of the things it has, and I'm not going to take this out because it is just a 3D embossing folder, but it's going to do all these really fun snowflakes. So this is part of the suite. It also has these beautiful adhesive backed glitter sequins. Can you see the shine and the glitter on these? Super pretty. So that's part of this. It also has this beautiful, and this is a thick ribbon. It's kind of like that velour material, but it's also shiny. Look how pretty. And it's balmy blue. So again, that's part of this suite. You guys, wait till, I mean, there's so much stuff in this suite. And then it also has some memories and more, cards and envelopes. And so it has, these are really easy just to stamp on and send out. And then look how cute these cards are. I mean, these envelopes, aren't they super cute? Super, super cute. So that's also part of this Berry Christmas suite. And then, of course, it has the Memories and More card packs. And I went into detail when I did my live earlier. I'm not going to do as much here, but these are really fun because one side is kind of like a designer series paper. The other side has these really fun sentiments that you can just stick on a card. And you can stick it on one of these cards and you're ready to go. And then it also has some, I think these are 4x6. And again, they've got like paper on one side. And again, you could cut this down to make this onto a card front. This could be a card front that you just add embellishments to. So this, again, this is a set that you can just make tons of stuff. So there's one side, and then of course the other side is like the papers. And sorry, I'm not going into more detail. And then it also has these fun, you get 2 of each of the sticker sheets. So again, super cute. I'm still on the same suite. I know it's hard to believe because there's so much stuff here. And so let's look at, so the stamp set is this. It has the fun little trees. It has the bears. And then this one has a punch. So it's going to stamp. I'm just going to use this side of it. It is going to punch out the bear that is to the left. It will also punch out the bear on that first set of paper that I showed you. Anything that's facing to the left, it will punch it out. So keep that in mind when I get to, so now I'm going to show you the designer series paper that goes with the suite. Besides that first set, look how cute. They've got sweaters and scarves and they're little polar bears. I love this paper. So don't forget, if you're watching this with me while I'm doing this live, you can make comments. Let me know what you like. And then the other side, I feel like these are kind of like sweater patterns on this side. And look how fun this ice one is. And I don't know if you can see those little speckles, white speckles in the sky. And then we're going to have a star pattern on the back of this. And then we have the sweater version with the reds and the blues. And look how cute this is. We've got the seals, the reindeer, the deer, the wolf, the bunny rabbit. How cute is this paper? Okay, and then this one, again, it's a really cute version of the bears and the, delivering packages. The other side of this is going to be your trees. And again, guys, this can be used for fishing. We have, think of all the sets in the annual catalog that you can actually use some of this paper with. That's kind of what I do when I go through these mini catalogs. So these are snowflakes. This is probably, I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite patterns in this set. And maybe it's just because we love animals, we're always outdoors, and we have learned all about all of these different footprints. And so you have the wolf, you have the bear, and you have the deer. And how cute are those footprints? And then this one is a bunch of packages or presents. I don't know why I keep saying. And then we have a green version of that sweater. So you can do a lot with that one. So guys, look at everything that comes in this one. So you get this designer series paper. You get, here, let me push all this up so you can see it. You get this design, and again, we're on pages 20 and 23. So you get the designer series paper, you get the stamp set and the punch, you get the memories and more cards, the memories and more envelopes, cards and envelopes, you get the really beautiful embellishments, you get the ribbon, and you get an embossing folder. And again, guys, you order this one suite, and yes, you might be doing a lot of bear themed Christmas cards, but I guarantee you can make a ton. And then if you add that paper that I showed you at the beginning, I think it's called, what was it, a walk through the forest, it's on page 5, it matches this as well. So super, super sweet. All right, so let's get all this out of the way and move on through our catalog. And I apologize that I can't get everything in the catalog to show you, but I am going to show you all that I have. And again, just as a reminder, page 24 is the stamp set and bundle that comes in that set. Okay, then on page 25, I really thought that this was going to be a super cute, if anyone's thinking of like a quick card, I think this would be a super cute stamp set for quick cards. Because basically all you need to do is put a little bit of designer series paper around it, you know, stamp this on a piece of white, color it, cut it out, and stick it on a card front, and you're done. And how cute. It says, have a cup of cheer, gifts from Santa, and to you. Super cute. And now that would make a super quick card. Okay, that's on page 25. All right, so now we're going to flip to 26. And this is another bundle that I fell in love with because I love nature and I love owls. It says, sorry, may you have time to enjoy the quiet moments of the season, sending love, warm wishes. And it's got these beautiful owls. And let's look at the dies. Because again, sometimes when we look at the dies in the catalog, they're kind of in a, you know, in the catalog, they kind of show them as a shaded color. And so it's hard to tell what it's really going to cut out, right? All right, so now let's move here. And I apologize if any of you tried to follow me the first time. My internet like crashed and burned, and so I'm redoing this, but I'm a lot more organized, as some of you will agree. So look how fun these dies are. Guys, look at this. It's like a tree with the hole where the owl would live. And so obviously it's going to cut out, let's see, it'll cut out this one, and this one. Then it has some detailed wings that you can add to your owl. It's got this branch, and then it's got this really fun detailed owl. And then it also has this circle that, I believe this is a moon, that is going to cut out the moon. So really cool. I know I say cool a lot, huh? But I like it. So anyway, again, I'm hoping that this is giving you a little more detailed look at what's available. I apologize that I didn't get everything to be able to show you guys. Okay, so on page 27, I did get the Graceful Deer stamp set. Now, those of you that know me, as soon as you look at page 27, you're going to know why I ordered this, because I love distinctive stamp sets. And that is because when you ink them up, it already has all the highlights and the lowlights in the stamp. And so you don't have to do much. It already looks beautiful once you stamp it. And so, but this one's a little bit different because it kind of looked like you were gonna get like an entire full stamp like we're used to. You know, we're used to our one large stamps, but this actually comes out and it looks like this. And then you just ink it up and you stamp it. You put a sentiment on it. And you're off and running. So I think my live quit again, but hopefully I'll be able to upload this later. All right, I'm going to continue in hopes that it's still going to record this for me. And I may have to record it in 2 separate sessions. So we'll see. Okay, so now we are on to the suite on page 28 and 29, which is the Joy of Christmas suite. And so hopefully I'm getting through this, guys. I apologize if it stops. It probably stopped live recording, but I will be able to upload it later and delete this one. I'm telling you, I hate technology sometimes. So again, this is another suite that has a ton of stuff in it. So this suite is kind of fun because it has this black checkered ribbon, but it's not white and black. It's very vanilla and black. So how fun is that? And then it has these really fun loose holly and gems. So here we go. And it's got fun little like Christmas trees and musical notes and then like little red rhinestones. Super cute. I can think of a ton of things I can use that for. And then it has 2 stamp sets, and it has 2 bundles. So it's got the Christmas Classic bundle, and it has the Joy of Noel. So let's look at the Joy of Noel first, because it's this stamp set. It's got some really fun little sentiments. And for those of you that are always looking for a to and from, that's on this Joy of Noel. And let me, all right. And so what is this? Let's see what this cuts out. Oh, fun. It's actually going to cut out the Noel. It's going to cut out all of these images here. It's going to cut out these 2 little ones here. And then it's got some standalone, like pine cone type leaves. And then it's got some like more other leaves. And it looks like it's got some berries that will cut out as well. So that was surprising. This kind of surprised me. So how fun is that? Okay, so that's part of this suite. And again, this is on page 28 and 29, Joy of Christmas. All right, and then we have the Christmas Classic. And again, it's got some really fun sentiments. And then let's see what we're cutting out here. Ooh, some frames. Look at these frames. Aren't they? And it's got this. So I'm trying to see. It does cut this out. It does cut these berries out. But then like you can stamp this and you can put it in like this. This is one part of the frame, and then it's got a decorative frame. Ooh, I'm liking this. It's gonna cut this out. And then it's got more decorative frames. This, and I don't know if you guys can see, but this is like 2 different frames. So you have just this label frame, and then you have the decorative one, but then this label one fits inside of it. And then this leaf. Not sure what these are. It's almost like they're little seeds or something. So again, once we get it, we play with it and we figure out what all that stuff is. So that will be fun. All right, and now let's look at the paper. So this one again comes with 2 sets of paper. So it comes with the designer series paper, and then it has specialty paper. This is more of like a watercolor look, but I love it. And so there's one side. Oh, this was one of my favorites, guys. This is like a pebbled path, but it's like a water wash wood grain. Isn't this cool? I really like this. And then we've got this one here. And again, this is pecan pie with the wood grain water wash. And then we've got the leaves and the berries. And look at this. This is like a pebbled path, and it's got the musical notes. And then we've got some of the foliage, green foliage, and this one. I don't know if you guys can see the leaf pattern in that. It's really pretty. But what beautiful paper. I think Stampin' Up! Outdid themselves. And then we've got the checkered here. And on the other side of the checkered is the pecan pie in music notes. And then we've got these pretty like watercolor berries. And then again, it does have a pattern, and it's got kind of like some leaves throughout that pattern. Okay, so that's the designer series paper that comes in that suite. And this designer series paper is called Joy of Christmas. No, this is called, let's see. Yeah, this is, Joy of Christmas. And then we've got some metallics coming in. Wait till you see these. This is called Joyful. And this is all metallic. So we've got the music notes. And again, it's only one-sided. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen the metallic wood. The wood grain metallic, and that's in gold. And then we have like a you know, plaid kind of design, but it's got that gold metallic. And then look how pretty the berry one is with those gold metallics. Super cute. All right, so so let's pull all this in so you can see everything that goes with this suite. So we can get moved on. So of course we've got all the specialty paper, we've got the designer series paper, we've got the 2 different stamp sets and dies, we've got the checkered ribbon, and then we've got these loose holly gems and sequins. So this is on page 28. It's the Joy of Christmas. Again, if you use that number that's on page 28, you get everything that you see. But as usual, you can buy everything separately, and you'll see everything listed separately on page 29. All right, so let me get all of this out of the way. And then don't forget, when you turn the page, the 2 stamp sets that you see on pages 30 and 31 are part of the suite. So if you order the suite, then don't turn and do those other 2 on that side, because then you're just you're doubling up or duplicating your orders. Okay, hopefully we're still recording. I'm just having fits with my internet today. Okay, then on page 32, there's another fun bundle, and it is called, if I can remember, Sending Cheer. So let me find it. Okay, so Sending Cheer, of course, it's got our little gingerbread man, and then I don't know if you noticed, there's little faces that you can actually, stamp in there. Little envelopes, stockings, and this is for you, to and from. This is another one that has a lot of the to and from. And I don't know if you guys can tell what this is, but this is a package, and then you take this and you stamp it in the middle, and this is the bow that wraps the package. Sometimes, like when we're looking at these in the catalog, it's hard to tell what all of this stuff does. Sorry, I've got to get this out of my way. All right. So let's look at the dies. So there's 18 of the stamp, and this is photopolymer. So if you guys don't know what that is, they're clear. So those are the clear stamps. Okay, and then let's look at the dies. I'm always so excited to open the dies. Okay, so what's cool is we've got a label here. So you could maybe fit some stuff in here. We've got, what is that? I think that's the package. And then this is gonna cut out the stocking. This is gonna cut out the gingerbread. And then we've got all these, and this is gonna cut out the leaves. And then this is another little tiny label right here. Look at that. How cute is that? And then we've got some hearts. Oh, there they are. I was looking for those. So when you stamp these little berries, you can cut them out with this one. Then we've got some standalone leaves. This looks like it could be clouds or just some of that white. I can't remember my words. So let's say you wanted to put like this trim on the hat. I'm going to say cotton balls, because when I make this from scratch, if I'm making a Santa hat, like to decorate, I usually use cotton balls for this. So that's kind of what this, I think that's what that's supposed to be. The white fringe on Santa's hat. So that's a fun little bundle that is on page 32. And then on page 33, I didn't get the stamp set, but I did get this, if I can find it. I've had it sitting here all day long, and now, oh, there it is. I fell in love with this embossing folder, because when you emboss it, it puts all of these words, all of these sentiments, the little gingerbread, all of this stuff gets embossed on a paper. And again, guys, you could emboss that. You could put a fun ribbon around it, put a little sentiment, and you're done with your card. So this is an embossing folder. It is found on page 33, kind of in the top left of that page. So I'm trying to point out things that I think you might forget in the catalog. Okay, so the next page that I have is going to be on page 36. It is the Winter Meadow Suite. Again, beautiful suite, beautiful suite. So first, let's look at the stamp set and the dies. So it's the Magical Meadow stamp set and dies. That's what the bundle is called, Magical Meadow. The suite is called Winter Meadow. And these dies are great. Look at these dies. So one, it's going to cut out everything that is stamped here. And then it's got all of these standalone dies where you can add, like you can stamp this stuff and then you can add so many like layers and elements by cutting this out of both vellum and designer series paper and cardstock. And I mean, just, I love these dies in this set. And there are, let's see, 13 dies. And then this one also has 2 sets of paper. It's got some designer series paper, and then it's got some specialty paper. This is the paper I was the most excited about, and I was really hoping that when I opened it, I would like it as much as I liked it in the catalog, and I did. Okay, but first let's look at this, guys. It is like sheer with the silver metallic edging. So that's the ribbon that comes in this suite. And again, I'm on page 36 and 37. Look at these gorgeous embellishments. Aren't they beautiful? So this is Faceted Gems Trio Pack. And then let's go ahead and look at the designer series paper. I'm in love with this paper because again, it's kind of a watercolor, but it's the colors that I love. And so here's one side, and then we get some fun like water wash. What I really like about this paper is if you guys have ever tried to do this kind of like acid water wash on your own, it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of drying time. So I really love that Stampin' Up! Has seen us all make cards with this technique and then design some paper that we don't have to do the technique. We can just cut the paper and use it. So I'm really loving that. And then we've got this here, and I don't know, can you see the like the deer in the trees down here? Isn't that pretty? And then the other side of this, I believe again, is that like water wash. So really pretty. And then we've got the, I think these are cranberries. And then again, there's that kind of like acid technique water wash. So again, if you've ever done that, you understand what I'm talking about, that they have just made that super simple for us with this designer series paper. And then how pretty are these scenes? Again, I'm really liking the watercolor this year. And then here's this. This is like a pebbled path color. And then here's this one. This one can be Christmas, or I can see myself using this for something other than Christmas. Same with that. That's kind of like that acid water wash. And then how fun are these trees? And again, this is paper that you could use something other than Christmas. And how pretty is that side? All right, so that's the designer series paper. And it is called Winter Meadow. So let me just kind of squeeze this in under here so I can, that way everything's kind of already there when I get to the end. And then wait till you see the specialty paper. Guys, I love this white and silver metallic. Isn't this beautiful? So we get the white, you get 2 of each of these. And then this is Lost Lagoon with some snowflakes that is metallic. Isn't that beautiful? And then we've got more like white snowflakes with the Lost Lagoon. All right, so that's everything that comes with this suite, which you can find on page 36, and the number for the suite is there. If you look at page 37, it's everything that is listed separately if you want to buy it separately. The nice thing too is anytime we have designer series paper and suites, you can always look on, like on this one on page 37, and it tells you all of the colors that coordinate with this particular paper and suite. All right, so that is page 36 and 37. And then, as I know I keep saying this, but I just don't want you guys to be sad if you like order the suite and then you go ahead and order the stamp sets too, because then if you flip to page 38, that is the bundle that goes in the suite. Okay, I don't think I got that one. All right. So now we're going to flip. The next one that I got is on page 40, and it's the Above It All. And if you guys saw my first live video, you know that I live in Farmington, New Mexico, but I grew up in Albuquerque. I fell in love with this set when I saw it because it has a tram. And I grew up in Albuquerque where we had a tram that we used to drive up to the mountains where we could have like dinners and all sorts of other fun stuff. But this bundle, it cuts out the tram, it cuts out the tree, it has the little mechanism so you can make it look like it's going up the mountain. Here's the mountain. This is just going to be a really fun set to play with. It also has a standalone tree. It's going to cut this out. Yeah, I can't wait to play with this one again because I grew up around a tram that took us from the bottom of the mountain, which is actually in the foothills of Albuquerque, all the way up to the top of the mountain. So really fun set for me. And then on page 41, this is just a single stamp set. And these are the reversibles. So if you don't know about the reversibles, basically these are photopolymer stamps. And you basically just turn these back and forth on your block to either get the solid image and then the detailed image. And they're made especially, they're cut a little bit flatter so that you can turn the detail side down on a block. And you're able, so you can see it here. So you can stamp it and get this solid. And so let's say you wanted to do this in like a crumb cake, and then you came in with an early espresso and stamped over the top of it. So you're stamping like right on top, back and forth. And so this is Precious Pine Cones, and you can find this on page 41. And then I don't have time to put these together, but I did order, because I don't want you to miss this. Also on page 41, right next to the pine cones, are these nested treat boxes. And so they're just really cute boxes that you can put together. You can fill with stuff. You can decorate them. If you look on page 41, it gives you some ideas of how to decorate them and also how to stack them and make a really fun gift for somebody. So make sure you check those out as well on page 41. Okay, 42 and 43, we're getting into fall and autumn. And so this is the All About Autumn Suite. And again, this comes with so much stuff. Okay, so first off, this is kind of one of the first ones that comes with the 6x6, but it's this beautiful, like they've taken like photographs of this paper. Look how pretty that's scenic. Guys, how easy is a card going to be to make out of this? Right. So there's that side. The other side is metallic. Look how pretty. I'm in love with this. I don't know why, but it looks like they just took some material or like a sweater and they laid it down, or maybe a blanket, and it's got these high, look how it looks like it's got these highs and lows in the image. And then the back side of all of this is going to be beautiful, like copper metallic. Okay, and then here's this one. Isn't this beautiful? Guys, so pretty for autumn cards. And then look how pretty that one is. And then we've got, I love wood grain, always love wood grain. The other side of this one is our Moody Mauve metallic. Isn't this, I think this is my favorite. Look how pretty that is. Look at all the colors in that. So pretty. The other side of that, again, is your metallic side. Here, and again, here's another one of those fabric where it looks like they laid fabric down, and then you've got the highs and lows. It looks real. I love this. And then how pretty is this? They've got pretty peacock and Moody Mauve in that metallic. And then we've got some pumpkins. And of course, the other side, there's that pretty peacock. And then, oh, this is the books. This is the books on one side, and then that's the metallic on the other. I think this is copper clay. Guys, look at this. This is another one of my favorite. Aren't those leaves beautiful? Look how pretty those are. And then again, the other side is like a Moody Mauve. And then we have our leather side. And the other side is like a pretty peacock metallic. And then we've got these beautiful leaves. and the other side of that. And then again, we've got some close-up of the books and the other side of that. Okay, so that is the design. There's 48 sheets of this. And then we've got this, we've seen this before, but in different colors. This is like that oxidized distressed paper. And again, it's got the metallics. So that's the specialty paper there. Then the other thing that goes with this one is, I hope you guys can see these. They've got like little dots. Oh, can you even see that? It's like, they're not just like plain embellishment. There's like glitter and stuff like inside the embellishments, and they're so pretty. And these are the adhesive back speckled dots. And then it also comes with a distressed tile 3D embossing folder. And then it comes with these beautiful leaves, and I believe these are distinctive. Yes, these are distinctive, so these are going to be beautiful when they're stamped. And then let's look at the dies for this one really quick. I've got family coming over in about 15 minutes, so I hope I can get through all of this for you guys. If not, I may have to do a shortened version of what I didn't cover. But it's got these leaves, and let's look at the dies that go with this one. Oh my gosh, so we've got all of these stitched labels. Look at this fun little label. Then we've got all these standalone leaves, and then we've got all of the ones that they're going to cut out everything that is sitting here. Well, it looks like just these three. How pretty! So this looks like this. Not sure if it will line up and cut it out, but I will test that out and let you know at a later time whether it does or not. So really fun die set there. All right. Let's get this out of the way. So I want to get the last suite covered for you. Oh, gosh, I forgot almost the most important thing. This has this beautiful ribbon. Look at that copper ribbon. Super pretty. And it's a combo pack. So you get the what is this called? Copper and natural ribbon that comes in this suite as well. So again, way cool. And so I'm going to kind of go forward because I want to do this, the last suite. I want to make sure I get all the suites covered. Even though I do have a bunch of the other bundles, I want to jump forward to page, and you know, the stuff that I didn't get to show you, I'll actually just make up some cards and show you the bundles that way. But let's flip over to page 48 and 49. And this is the Them Bones. This is so cute. So, okay, so we have this Bag of Bones stamp set that has 23 stamps. Look at all the legs and stuff. Wait till you see the die set that goes with this. It's going to blow your mind. 31 dies. Guys, it's going to cut out like tombstones and fences and grass. Look at all these little bones. How cute is this? And then look at all the legs. See how it stamps all these legs and arms? You're going to be able to stamp that out and actually make, I believe, and we'll see, but I think some of this is going to be like movable parts. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to make it movable parts. But it cuts out the dog, it cuts out the cat, it cuts out the body, it cuts out the whole skeleton. It cuts out the hat. Just super fun. And then it's got all these things that you can dress. Look, it's got boots. It's got a little guitar. I think that's a guitar. Oh no, that's the flower. That's this flower right here. You can make this into a guitar. Then a hat. It's got all these hats. It's got little tennis shoes. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm in love with this die set. Can't wait to start playing with this. And then it obviously comes with some designer series paper, but what's fun is it also comes with some glow-in-the-dark paper, which I know you guys can't see. Let me see if I shut this down a little bit and I make it darker in here, is it gonna glow? It doesn't, but this will glow in the dark if it's like really dark. I can't make it like super dark down here because my lights are on. But let me see if Can you kind of see it with this? See how the, oh yeah, you can. Look how those kind of glow in the dark. So these little embellishments are going to glow in the dark when they're on your cards. Oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, I'm geeking out here, guys. Okay, so let's look at the designer series paper really quick. And then I'm going to end this before my video like dies on me. So remember in our annual catalog, the Daisy Suite, it has that where it has all these different pieces that you cut out. And a lot of people, I call this a collage. A lot of people don't know what to do with this. And it's really fun to just cut these apart. Like you could take this one, and this one, and put those, like layer those on a card and make a card with just these three things. And obviously the same thing here. You can just add these to card fronts and it makes super cute cards. So that's, you got 2 of those sheets. And then the back of this just says Boo and Eek all over it. And then how cute, guys. And remember, we've got the dies that are going to cut all of these all out. You can use it as a sheet, but we also have the dies that will cut these out. So really cute. And then these don't have the eyes on them, but those are like the tops of a bat's head. And then we've got these little tombstones. I love them. Mausoleums. And then we've got the checkered, which makes it fun. And then again, we've got these tiny, now these skeletons aren't going to be able to cut out, but look at the ones that are dancing. Are these adorable? And then we've got this, that they're, I don't know if you can tell, but these are little bones. And then we've got this sheet that you can cut in half and either put on a scrapbook page or, you know, make cards out of. And the other side to that, now you can see that first design I showed you. Now you can see the little eyes on the bats. And then we've got this design that just has bats and moons and stars. And then we've got some striped blue. All right. Okay, so I know that was like really quick. That was a lot of information. I actually have a lot more bundles and a lot more individual stamp sets. But like I said, I've got some people coming over, and I tried doing this a little bit earlier today and it crashed and burned. So I tried to redo it for you guys so that you would be able to see this stash. So hopefully you'll be able to, I know it kind of quit again live, but I'm going to upload this. There's my information. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love you to be part of my, my gathering of friends and family. You can order through me at that hostess code. Now understand, this catalog that I just showed you does not go live until September. I'm doing this today so that you can get your wish list going and you're ready to go when it goes live for you. You can order through me at juliebrown.stampinup.net. Please check out my Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagrams at Julie's Creative Stamping. My YouTube channel, which you should be watching it on right now, is juliebrown.julies Creative Stamping. And then I do have a blog. I'm turning it into a website, so it's kind of in construction. But I've got a lot of helpful tips and tricks and things about stamps that you that's good to know. So make sure you check that out. But I appreciate you hanging out with me and seeing this fun stash, and I hope I got you excited about some things. And I hoped if you were kind of on the fence about some things, I helped you either get off the fence or get on the fence, whichever it was. So I'm here to help you. If you've got any questions, please make sure you reach out to me. Everybody have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you're excited about this new, as excited as I am about the new mini catalog. Everybody have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.